I'm really excited for this first segment because if I'm being honest, I put way too much time into research and preparation on this subject. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. And I actually consulted a few linguistic experts. We're going to be talking about cursing.
Nathan, when I started researching this topic too, there was, a couple books I stumbled upon. One of them was a book called The History of Words. And I have to say, literally, the first chapter didn't make any sense. It was illegible. I will say, after finishing the book, I think that the term Cocker Spaniel should be on a banned word list. There's a few things that some of the ancient people used to do that really shines a light on the true meaning of that word.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Part of what I discovered throughout this process is that a lot of bad words actually have pretty raunchy origins as well.
Well, what are some of your favorite curse words?
Okay, well, this is where it gets really interesting. One of my favorite words in the world is I love the way that rolls off the tongue. I love the way I feel when I say and I love the way I make other people feel when they hear me say.
And you can mash up with other words like banger, liquor, butter, bleacher,
and of course the infamous
my favorite.
It's a great word. I don't know if you have an opinion on this or not, but I've been really amused by the term
I kind of like lips right now is the kind of the thing that I've been going with.
Okay, now when you say lips, are you actually referring to like a or like a lip?
The second one.
That's pretty dirty.
Also big on right now.
Sure.
Is also big for me.
That reminds me, while I was speaking to the linguistics professor, he had a really witty quip. I thought you'd get a real laugh out of this.
What did he say?
He said, what's the difference between a and a hole? I said, well, what is the difference? And he said, a is just a without a but a hole is a that doesn't have a when you is.
Wow. I never really viewed in that terminology. Same with
I know, exactly. And the way he was able to kind of point out how one thing's to have a hole, but when you the with a hole, you end up in another universe.
That guy's a real isn't he?
You could say that again.
Well, I'm glad you've helped enlighten me a little bit on this fucking terminology.
Wow. I admire and respect you as a colleague, and I don't like calling people out on air, but that to me crossed the line, and I want to apologize to our audience for what was really an unnecessary crass statement. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.